You are one of the ones.
We might all be rich, who knows? The market spooked, the numbers jump, but jump done got me looped. I buy that dip, who knows? I die tomorrow. I'll be rich, who knows? By tomorrow, we might all be rich, We could all be rich,
Out of cold, my wallet's full. This data's flowing and breaking through. Warming up while climbing to the top, man. Read the room, the way it's climbing on my watch. I clock these numbers like they stock. I'm taking left right after loss on why they nap. I'm chopping blockchains in half. Thank God we back to back. Doubled up, I tripled up. Plebs got me tenfold in my bag. Facts come through directly. Move this chess piece. Couple wrists, be careful when we click. I took that shot, don't shoot no brick. The market spooked. The numbers jump, but jump done got me loot. I buy that dip, who knows? All by tomorrow, we might all be rich.
Who knows? I die tomorrow.
We could all be rich.
Who knows? By tomorrow, we might all be rich,
We could all be rich.
You are one of the ones.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Crypto Plebs channel. It's your boy Jumpman Crypto. I hope everybody's doing great. So I was gonna hop on as Michael Myers, but I don't know, I couldn't see anything with my mask on, so I was like, man, you know what? I don't want to be sitting here wasting time trying to get all this situated while we get this situated. So whatever, there's always next year. We'll try it out next year. Or maybe I'll pop the mask on or something like that and let you guys check it out. But anyways, I wanted to just hop on here, guys, and say what's up to everybody and celebrate us being monetized here on YouTube. So guys, make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you're subbed. If you're not already subbed already, you guys should be subbed to the #1 crypto channel on all YouTube. Your boy Jumpman Crypto is finally monetized. And your boy's gonna be start doing it real big up in here. So shout out to all my plebs community, and shout out to the KGU community, and shout out to all the normies out here watching us doing real big things, guys. So first and foremost, I want to give a shout out to everybody in the chat, and happy Halloween, everybody. I hope everybody's eating candy and making sure you guys are not overdoing it. If you guys are drinking, make sure you guys are staying responsible. And with that being said, guys, give me 1 second. What it up? We got it on now, baby. Let's go. There we go. There we go. I'm not going to leave it on too long, guys, because it's hot as hell in here and I can't talk. So I just wanted to put it on, show you guys what it was for Halloween. It was Michael Myers. Alright, it's too hot. We'll do a better job next year, man. I just wanted to slap it on for you guys. Your boy dresses up as Michael Myers every year. It's not the one that we get at the Spirit Halloween. This one's a custom painted one, so it was pretty cool. We dress up every year here in my house. So anyways, let's get down to business. You know, the guys need to come here to play around. Alright, let's see what's going on in the crypto markets. Let's see who we got here in the chat. Cody Jr., Steven Ortiz Jr., C-Dub, P, Cloud Kicker. Oh, that's my son-in-law. What's up? JJ. Shout out to them Houston Rockets, baby, getting a butt whooped. You know us, we're San Antonio all day. Spurs, baby, 5-0. All right, so yes, guys. You know, we want to celebrate. We just got monetized here, so you know what I mean? If you guys, again, want to leave any super chats, you guys are more than welcome to donate. We're going to be probably trying to find something really cool to do with this super chats, man. But anyways, we're going to do some giveaways today. So what we're going to do is we're going to give $300 away here. We're going to figure out how we're going to do this, but we're going to comment after the video's uploaded. So you guys are gonna probably need to comment your Discord names or whatever. So we're gonna do $300. So I need your Discord names. If you guys are in KGU or plebs, we're gonna have to. You're gonna have to, after the video gets uploaded, you guys are gonna have to post your Discord names or whatever, and check your Discords. And Mama Plebs is gonna go through and check all the comments, and you're gonna comment. You're gonna comment plebs number 1, okay? And she's gonna go through, and we're gonna pick all these, and we're gonna select winners, and we'll start giving out money, $300, and then we'll wait a couple more days, and then we'll do a special giveaway in my Discord. So, guys, make sure you're subbed in. There's 21 people watching, so you guys got the first dibs up to get $300. Remember, we're gonna give away, I guess, $50 pools. So we'll do 50-50. So 6 people will win $50, and then we'll do bigger pools inside the Discord. All right, so that's a little bit of an incentive to be locked in the Discord. If you guys are not, then you're missing out. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think that I'm probably the best to ever do it. I'm just trying to be humble about it, but you know, God has bestowed a lot of blessings upon me to be able to get people knowledge, and we've been doing that. So anyways, let's get down to business, man. Carl Fox, Santana, DMTZ, Patriot, what's up? All right, let's get down to business, guys. Let's go. All right, just wait real quick. Let me let my alternate screen catch up real quick, and then we'll get rolling. We'll start looking at some coins and stuff like that. Junior says, "You scary. Any kids, you take their candy." Of course, man. We scaring the hell out of all these kids over here, man. Yeah, we scared a lot of kids over here in my neighborhood. Especially, I get my grandson every year, man. It's like a little tradition that we have here. 1 second, guys. Man, I'm having some kind of issue, man, with my screen. Hold on, guys. I'm having some tech issues here. Hold on real quick. There we go. All right. I was like, dang, man. All right. So first things first, let's go ahead. And I want to cover Solana, guys. Look, man, I think honestly, out of all these altcoins, man, Solana's going to be probably the one coin that I've been talking about everybody that I think is going to be the one that we need to probably focus on a little bit more. They have about 24 ETFs active right now. So what I've been doing, guys, is I've been looking for some laggers, and I've been putting them inside Solana, and I'm basically just using this as a vehicle to help me, try to get a little bit quick, maybe 10, 15, 20% gains, and then maybe just scalp trade this, move them back into the, whatever vehicle I had them in. Some of you guys that are in the Discord, you guys know the coins that I've been talking about. I was telling some of my people that, I've had a few that, have been performing well, and I actually moved some of those into Solana. So what I want to do is, like I said, Solana has a lot more retail hype. So what I've been doing is, like I said, moving a few coins into Sol and seeing if I can get back up into this maybe 200, maybe 220, 200, get a nice little 20, 30%, and then move back into, a few of these coins that I was in. So right now I have some buy orders at this order block at $84, and we even talked about, a few days ago in my Discord about setting some buys up around 79 through 74, I believe. And if anybody's on the sidelines or, not in the Discord, guys, you guys know what's up. We always come on here and I show love to everybody. I want to keep everybody tapped in, what's happening. Even at this same price at 187, guys, that's still a great buy area for Solana. I mean, look, guys, just a few days ago we were sitting at 200, so still think that's a great area for to scoop up Sol. And then even before, around October 6th, we were sitting at $236, so way above a lot of these other altcoins. So definitely, you should be keeping this on your radar. Look, some people say Solana's gonna go to $500-600. I don't think so. I think that, we may get one last push up. So I'm looking anywhere between maybe, 240, anywhere between 280, and that would be it. Like I said, guys, I've been saying this over and over again. A lot of people, kind of criticize me because either my price target's too bearish or whatever, but I think now a lot of people are starting to understand and see what I'm talking about, that there's just way too many coins out here, guys, and the market is so saturated with so many altcoins that there's just not enough institutional money and there's not enough retail money to actually get out here and move these coins back to their previous all-time highs. So, you know, look, at the end of the day, I get it. A lot of people, you know, are disappointed. But, you know, at the end of the day, guys, we could still make money. It's just going to be a little bit nerfed. But, you know, we have two things. We could either cry about it, or we can just use the cards that we've been dealt and move on. Okay, so that's going to be for Solana. I do want to cover Tau. A lot of people are starting to get bullish on Tau. Guys, you know, Tau has been really great. You know, I bought this last year, but actually I bought it way before everybody else. And typically I don't like to get into coins, you know, after everybody's already talking about it, because, you know, you guys know from what I've been telling you guys how things kind of go in this market is that when everybody starts talking about stuff, it's already too late. You know, the beginning of around this year, it was around 162. So the move was really great to find at this area. I actually scooped this up last year. I got it around the same price that it went down in April around Liberation Day when they had that big massive hack. I bought there and sold around $600. So I made out like a bandit. Tau is still looking good. It has a bullish pennant on there. I would probably be looking to catch this maybe on a retest down. Maybe around 386 would be a good area to pick up. Maybe around 400. You know, but look, I mean, Tau got scooped up by Grayscale. So we may not even go that low. Look, you might have to settle for something in this order block down here, maybe 440, 480. Honestly, look, you know, Tau's great, but the moves already happened. If you guys are just, again, looking for, you know, 20, 30% moves, then yeah, Tau's going to be your best AI blue chip coin. But for me, you know, I'm a little bit more of a degen. So at the end of the day, I want to find something a little bit more on the lower the totem pole. Because remember, guys, if Tau does good, eventually it's going to push up all these other AI coins. So we want to be in things that are going to get a little bit of that trickle down. That's going to be like Render, you know, AIOZ, you know, and all these other AI coins. But I just want you guys to remember, if you're looking for the best, then Tau is going to be your best. You know, you could probably even mess around with some of the subnets that are on Tau, like TauBot and stuff like that. But honestly, man, at this stage of the market, I would only be fooling with the best of the best. And Tau's definitely going to take that, okay? So Tau is the number one. Like I said, you can set some orders down here, maybe at 447, maybe 466. But for me, Jumpman, I'm going to be looking for shorts on Tau. You know, if we do want to say the market has, you know, topped out or whatever, you know, I'm going to be looking for the next level of shorts. So I can tell you right now, you know, while the whole market now is thinking that Tau is going to be going to new all-time highs, I'm actually going to be looking for shorts. So what we're going to be doing, and if you guys are in the plebs community, you guys are going to need to make sure to listen up closely, because right now Tau is approaching resistance at its current price, and we want to see what's going to happen. So if we reject down from here, guys, I think this would be a nice short opportunity. As you can actually see, we've actually already hit that top area right here, and we've had a little small pullback below the trend line right here. So, you know, we want to see if we're going to try to re-challenge it back up and reject, or if we're going to reject off it and pull back down here to maybe around the $400 region. I think that would be a great opportunity to get a nice short there. So, you know, most of the people now, normies, are going to be getting into Tau. A lot of G's like myself and more seasoned traders, we're going to be looking to short this thing if the market does roll over. So we got to pay attention to Bitcoin. If Bitcoin does roll over, you know, things like Aerodrome and Tau and stuff like that, eventually these coins will give up. Okay? All right, let's see. How about AERO? We'll cover that in a minute. Sam says, hope everyone is having a great night. P says, happy Halloween, Sam. SP Vlogs, hi plebs, landed here after a long time. Your old sub from India, October didn't seem well enough. This may be a really Moonvember. You know, brother, look, check this out. You know, this was always going to be a possibility. One thing that I always can tell you about the crypto markets, guys, it always does opposite of what we think. So we think we're going to get a bullish October. It's always the opposite. If you go back last year, we didn't get it. We didn't get that October, but we did have a really good November. So, look, I like to speak things into existence, but at the same time, guys, we just gotta be prepared. There's all kinds of, traders out there, but I think the traders that are going to be best are the ones that are prepared for either or. So I think at the end of the day, guys, look, some people will call us crazy, but I say that we just have some balls, man. At the end of the day, look, for us to be in this space, it takes mental fortitude and it takes a little bit of guts. And, look, a lot of people that I've seen in the crypto market right now, they're giving up. The sentiment's at all-time lows. They can't stand the manipulation. They can't stand, what's happening with, the big boys. They're manipulating crypto. But if you've kind of been checking things out, this has been going on for multiple cycles. Nothing's new. Like I said, again, last year it happened the exact same way. And I really, truly believe that what the market makers are going to do is that they're willing to break everybody's soul in this space until you get out. And once you're out, then that's when they're going to turn it up and you guys are going to miss out on generational wealth. Trust me, dude. I can tell you from experience and even times and now, like, I am super just irritated with this cycle. I get it. I feel like sometimes, like, man, I'm hopping on the Discord and I'm like, guys, let's stay bullish. And I went from having like 50, 60 impressions to where like I'm barely even getting any. And I can just tell that the retail sentiment is at its all-time low, and people are not digging it. But through historical data, guys, the market's top when we least expect it, not when we expect it to. So right now, I still think everything is good, in my opinion. Look, are we getting a little close for comfort? Yes. But right now, I think that everything is still okay. We're above 100K. So, like I said, remember, we talked about this many times. We talked about the EMA ribbons. I've shown you guys this many times. If we close 2 weeks below that red bar on the EMA, the cycle could be finished. I've told you guys many times where the point where I'm probably going to be getting out at, and that would be around 105, 104, just to be safe. We haven't got there. We've gotten close. But at the end of the day, guys, look, man, nobody knows what's going to happen. And when it's too late, when the cycles actually do flash that it's too late, it's too late. So, that's just how it is, guys. Let's see, Rusty Cage. He sold. Pump it meme. You got it, man. That's how it is, brother. Solo says, stay strong, don't break. You know it, man. That's how we do it, brother. And plebs, man. We have to have that mental fortitude, man. All right, let's cover ETH real quick, guys. You guys shout out to me what you guys were for Halloween. And guys, please make sure you guys leave these comments after the stream ends. Like I said, if you guys want to be selected in for this drawing to get the money or Solana, whatever, you guys got to make sure to comment. Again, guys, I'm going to keep talking this over and over. That way you guys, get this money. All right, so Solana, guys, Solana, Ethereum. Let's get a fresh chart real quick. Let's take off all this crap here. All right, so ETH is pretty much consolidating right here in this 3,600. All right, so Ethereum has been pretty much consolidating between 3,600 and about 4,200. So this is where it's been stuck at for the last few, almost about 2 to 3 weeks, okay? So we've been ping-ponging in this area right here, but remember, guys, we got to go back over here. We go back a few months, we are still in an uptrend. Look at this, all the way back from April, okay? April, May, we had a little dip down here in June. Came back up. We had a little dip down right here. This is in August. Up, dip down right here. Up, dip down right here. And we're still at this range right here. So we haven't broken structure since everything seems to be fine. Like I said, right now we're kind of sitting at an August area. But you know, I mean, I think that we're just building a new area of support. So, you know, I'm hoping that we can stay above this this trend line. If we break this 3,600, then yeah, I mean, we're looking at, you know, maybe 3,000 to 3,200. You know, but until we actually start breaking that, I think we're okay. Now, where, you know, a lot of people have their opinions about Ethereum, you know, 6,000-7,000, you know, that's a possibility. But you guys know that I've been really open with you guys about what I believe that it may go to. And I'm just looking at 5,200 to 55. You know, I'm just looking at how this cycle's been behaving. And, you know, the way we barely tapped this new all-time high, I'm thinking that we get this last push-up. You know, Benjamin Cowan also agrees with this too. You know, we get this last final push-up. You know, we get to make a real strong new all-time high. We pull back. Maybe we try to retest it again from that. But I'm, like I said, guys, I hold a pretty good amount of ETH. I'm looking for that 5,000 break, and I am out. I'm going to set my stop loss at 5 Gs. Once we get a clear break, I'll start to DCA out, but I'll have my final stop loss around 5,000, maybe 5,100, and I'm out. I'm not going to roll the dice anymore, guys. I'm not going to do any more of this hopium stuff. You know, I feel like this market's just too volatile, man. So I'm looking for that last push up, and I'm out. All right, let's see. If you want to get money, you got to dip in the honey. That's right, dude. If you want the money, you got to message the honey, which is Mrs. Plebs. All right, let's check out Bitcoin real quick, guys. Let's check out Bitcoin. The Papa still in that falling wedge. Right now we're at 110,000. So we're in this lower end of the wedge. Maybe we've already swept this liquidity to the downside, but you know, look at this. If this falling wedge does play out on the 4-hour, guys, we're looking at a price target at 92K. This is where a lot of these YouTubers, everybody's talking about. You know, they're getting this number from this rising wedge. You know, it may or may not play out. We need to get above this 116 and hold for us to validate it. We've already did it one time, but we tapped up and we rejected off there. So we had this bounce back up from the end of the trend line. I'm hoping that we can, you know, we can hopefully get above this and try to hold support. But man, dude, this is just way too much volatility, man. So I'm not really sold that we're gonna go this low yet. We'll see what happens. I know that we have this on the weekly as well. We have a rising wedge on the 12-hour, not on the 12-hour, but we have it on the weekly, the 4-hour, 3-hour, 2-hour, the 1-hour. So yeah, on some of the medium-term time frames, we still have this rising wedge. So I'm not sure, guys. Right now, we're kind of just stuck in this purgatory. So, you know, what I would suggest if you guys are looking for leverage trading, I would set some orders up here in this lower end. Maybe start off around 102.5. I think that would be my first area to look for a long. Actually, you know what, man? I would actually go for 103.5 would be an area where I would like to long at. What do you think about USCR? I've never heard of it. We can check it out though. P says the shutdown can't last forever. Yeah, for sure, man. We need to get the government open. We need to get you down here, P, to get the government open, my bro. Honestly, man, I think we'll be open by next week, dude. I think that, you know, this can't go on much longer. I think these people are just playing a really sick game, but at the end of the day, man, you know, that's politics for you, right? All right, let's see. Avax is right now in the golden ratio, barely. Look like we're about to fall out of it. You know, guys, Avax has been super disappointing for me, man. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I pride myself of always making really good sound decisions, you know, but this one right here, it's kind of, you know, I'm not gonna lie, man, I'm getting really fed up with it. You know, I'm already starting to, you know, maybe move into a different coin. I'm gonna, you know, kind of think about it for a little bit. You know, there's a possibility that, you know, we could maybe come back down here to the lower $17, but, you know, the fact that it's just, you know, it's just not performing well. You know, it's very disappointing, but, you know, I thought we had something on our hands when we were starting to hit this $36, you know, back over here in this September area. But since then, it just gave everything back. Look at that, man. Down almost 50%. It's ridiculous, man. So I'm going to give it one more shot. I'm going to give it a few weeks. And if this thing does not do good, then I'm just going to get out of it completely. I'm going to either go completely in ETH or I'm going to go in Solana. You know, at the end of the day, man, we're not going to get it all right. But, you know, hey, it's just one of these things that, look, we got to understand that back in 2024, let's see, we were at $30. We came all the way back down to 22. So it does have a history of coming down a lot like this. So, you know, we came down 27%, a lot less than where we are now. But, you know, we had Trump with a lot of this bull crap. So, you know, this was one of the main reasons why we came down like that. So, you know, maybe too, though, guys, you know, we had this $65 and then this $55 and then this, what, $37 or $35. So remember what I told you guys, you know, and I hope to God that this is not true. But when you look at these, you know, when you look at these coins in this kind of retrospect where you see just lower highs, boom, boom, boom. So it's just making lower highs, man. 65, 55, and then now, you know, 35, 36, whatever. So it's just, you know, I'm getting kind of scared, you know, I hope, not scared, but I'm just getting a little concerned that, you know, with all these new coins that, you know, maybe this might be its high. So let's see, man. You know, if this was its high, then that's super disappointing. But I'm like I said, I'm having faith. I think that, you know, let's see what happens. I'm still shooting for at least $40. If I can get $40, I guess we'll have to settle for that. You know, disappointing, but it is what it is. So I'm setting buy orders here at the bottom of the ratio, 17.62. Maybe set some even down here at 15 around its prior low back at Liberation Day. We get to around 38, $40, I'll consider getting out and never look back. Let's cover SUI real quick. SUI is at $2.37. This is another coin, guys. And honestly, I don't mean to be mean to Avax. It's not just Avax, it's everything. You know, everything is down really bad from, you know, its October area. You know, look. Yeah, I mean, SUI's down 32%, so it's not just Avax. It's you know, it's pretty much everything else. You know, we had a nice bounce up here at that 220. You know, SUI's still another great coin, guys. You know, if we're looking for something that's going to be, you know, bullish, has a bullish pennant on it here on the 4-hour, on a pretty much on a little longer time frame. You know, maybe we can get back up to this $4.90. So I think this is a nice area too to accumulate. So if you guys are looking for, you know, another good coin, SUI's going to be another good possibility. So I think that, you know, I'm looking to get back into some blue chips, you know, so maybe we set some buy orders up here at $2.31 and stagger them down here to that 220. Sofa said, hey. Junior says Avax is disappointing you because you're not wearing that hat. I know, I need to give me that hat, man. Let's check out parcels real quick, guys. I know a lot of people love parcels. Let's see what's going on. Hey, it's not doing bad. $4034, not too bad. Looks like it got a nice little pump up there. I mean, I think right now, guys, everybody already knows what's up with parcels, man. If it's down here at these areas, man, it's just a scoop zone. 4 cents. I think we came down here even to this 3.7. I think people should have been loading up. Definitely in that area. I know I've seen a lot of people load up there. You did. You're up 15%, so that's a nice little pickup. William Pemberson said, plebs #1 KGU pimp. Oh, Pimby1. Oh, you're yeah. Just after the video, brother. After the video, make sure after the video uploads, that way we can find you. Okay. Let's check out Ondo, guys. I think Ondo's a good one that we can revisit. Ondo has not been looking good. Look at that. Right now it's at 68 cents, guys. I think that's a great scoop up, man. 68 cents. Scoop that up. I mean, you were looking for levels, man. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, it's low as 66 cents right now. I mean, this is a nice pickup. I mean, you can scoop this up, take it back up here to maybe, man, you could even take this back up over here to around, you know, where we were in the beginning of October. That's a nice 40%. Nice return. So I think that, honestly, man, that's even a better leverage trade. I'd be trying to see if we can find something maybe around 67.54, 3-4x leverage. Take that bad boy back up to that 80, 90 cents. Nice. Let's check out World Liberty Fi real quick. $0.14. It's doing okay. It was at 15.62 the other day. It's all right. Remember, we hit that sell alert over there at that 15.5, so we got out. We went down almost 16% from there, so, you know, I started buying back a little bit. You know, the only thing that scares me about this Trump coin, man, is that, you know, it's tied to Trump, you know, and then that Alt5 is not doing too good. And I know Alt5 is a liquidity provider for World Liberty Fi, so the only thing that really scares me about this stuff is, man, everybody hates Trump, dude, you know, and you can kind of see how, like, you know, how that Trump network, you know, you saw how that thing did, man. It did really bad, you know, and they go after his stocks and stuff like that. So, I don't, you know, this could be, like I said, I wouldn't be, like, betting the farm on World Liberty Fi. You know, I have very conservative exit points that I'm going to be getting out of. And, you know, its prior high was about, in August, around close to 40 cents. And I can tell you that I will be out way before then. So, maybe even around 25 cents to 20 cents would be somewhere that I'm going to be getting in and getting out. Remember, we just got to be, you know, kind of staying ahead of the herd, man, because, you know, like I said, all these other people that get all this crazy price targets, man, you know, these are the ones that get left holding the bag. You know, we got to be smart and fast. So around 85%, that's good enough for me. Junior says virtuals is moving again. Yeah, dude. All these base tokens are looking real nice. Let's check out Aerodrome real quick. Shout out to the Aerodrome holders. All right, damn, 106. It literally just hit 114. Shout out to my dude Iggy. Iggy called this in the chat, man. You know, Iggy, if you're watching this, you're probably with your kids trick-or-treating, but homie did call this short 114. If you took that short, you are golden, dude. But, you know, I would probably close that because, dude, I think that we might come back up here to at least $1.20, man. It's crazy, dude. Aerodrome is super bullish. We're looking for an entry, maybe take it back to 95 cents. See if we get that bounce up from there, take a long. Maybe we can get it back up to, you know, this order block here and get out. Mama Pleb says, Steven and I are coming up with some ideas for Pleb merchandise. God willing, we can follow through with this. We will follow through with this. We're gonna be doing some pretty good stuff in the future, guys. Just give us some time. You know, we haven't even been doing this a full year, so we've already done a lot of really cool stuff. And you know, it's just a process. All right, let's see. We got a bearish pennant on the small time frames. On the 15-minute, we got a price target around here at $1. That could be a good short. Aerodrome had that bullish pennant target 150. Nice. Let's check out Plume. We need to probably get back into Plume, guys. Plume is another good coin that we've been rocking with. Let's see. Plume looks really good. Well, not really good, but it looks like it has a lot of potential. 6 cents flat. This thing basically almost went to zero. Shoot. Yeah, so this is actually at a good spot right now. We don't even need to take it back to where it was prior drop. Can get back up to where we were on the 13th, and that would be a nice 50%. We can just literally take this back to 8 cents. So Plume is also a good trade. Maybe we can catch it back down here, maybe 0.05911 or even 0.05844 would be good. Yo, Steven Ortiz, I'm gonna make you a moderator for me, man, because one, we already talked about it, and you know, you're a good dude, so congratulations. Now you're a moderator to the Plebs YouTube channel. Make sure that you could uplift the group. You know, just continue to post good things, positive things, and you know, we always let everybody talk, man, even the haters. But if you see any ugly comments, just, you know, give them a warning. If not, you have the sword of justice. Use it wisely. All right, let's see. So you got Mama Plebs, Hanselo, P, and Steven Ortiz that are the knights of the plebs. All right, let's see. Let's check out Cardano real quick. So Cardano is also in the golden ratio, 61 cents, guys. Man. I still think this is a nice trade, guys. Do not sleep on Cardano. They're the ones that have been treated like the redheaded stepchild. I do think that, guys, we have some really nice patterns that are popping up here. Falling wedge. You know, we could get a nice little rally up here. Maybe we take the trade back up, maybe at 0.5889. Could maybe take this up maybe to 80 cents. I'll refine the trade out into the Discord tonight, but I think this is a good opportunity to maybe make a good long trade, because I've seen this falling wedge on a lot of these time frames, not on the weekly, but I see on the 4 hour, the 3 hour, the 2 hour, and maybe even the 1 hour. 1 hour we have a bearish pennant, but we have that falling wedge there as well, and the 45-minute. So yeah, so a lot of these medium time frames we have a falling wedge. So let's check it out. I might have to do this. Might have to do this live. Come on, man, let's go. Let's see. Cardano. ADA gain. All right, let's see. Let me take this all out real quick where I can see everything. So there's good money flow. I'll take this at 60.31. So I'm gonna put a limit order, 60.31. Okay. All right, and stop loss we'll do about 10%. Okay, and then we'll let that sucker fly, and we'll see what's up. We'll let that thing do what it does. All right, and then let's see what other altcoins do we have. Let's talk about AIOZ. We talked about it earlier. Let's see, 17 cents. Man, this is a good deal, dude. Damn, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy good deal. 42 people watching. What's up, guys? Happy Halloween. Make sure you guys smash that like. Subscribe if you're not already tuned into the channel. Your boy just got monetized. So please feel free to hit that super chat button, guys. Crank it up to 1,000. Show your boy some love. I'm just kidding. But yes, you can celebrate with us, guys, by, you know, donating to the channel, helping your boy get out to the next level. We're going to be doing some merch. We're going to be putting some pleb stickers in here. A lot of cool stuff. I think Pete, I think you're already a channel moderator, so you can actually, I think, start making like little pleb stickers and stuff like that for the channel. I think I might have to add your email on there, but you should be able to do that kind of stuff. I think I'll have to figure out how to do it, but I think I might have to invite you in there. But you should have full access to the channel. You and Miss Mama Plebs, y'all have a lot of power. You know, I trust you, and obviously I trust my girl. But you know, I always tell my girl about you, P, all the time. You're good people, man. You're a good dude. Anyways, EOS, guys, you know, it's not getting that same love like Tau. I think that, you know, it's still in that accumulation zone. 1742, anywhere between 1710 would be a good zone to accumulate back. We could take it back up here to maybe 29 to 30 cents. Not a full 2x, but pretty good, you know, 60%, about 63% from its current price. You know, I would take that any day. You know, so keep that on the radar as well. Let's see, what other coins, man? Aptos. Aptos is another coin, guys, that has not had its love. It's stuck at that 328. I think, in my opinion, I think it's still consolidating, looking good. You know, let's check back real quick. Last year, what was going on? No. Let's go back in time. Let's go back in time. August 24th, we were at 420, and then we went all the way up down here to 15 bucks. So I'm looking for at least, man, I think this sucker can at least give us 6 to 7 bucks. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking. We got a bullish pennant on the 4 hours, so around maybe December, late November, we should be looking at around 6 to 7 bucks. I hope. You know, people are gonna be, what's the levels jump right now? Some of these things are at you know, at bear market lows. I mean, you know, freaking Aptos is almost at bear market lows. So it's just crazy to see this, man. But I mean, right now, some of these altcoins are at just strike prices now. Let's cover XRP real quick. Originally, I wanted to launch a Halloween token, man, but just with the sentiment of everything right now, guys, it's really shitty right now. So it's not really worth it. I feel like, you know, people are they're not into it right now. So maybe next year, or we'll wait to another, you know, cycle and the meme season comes back and we'll do something cool. But right now, let's just focus on getting our bags back up. And, you know, we have a community project that we're working on right now, but it's just, man, the market sucks. Once everything comes back, you know, we'll work on stuff like this. But right now, I'm just focusing on ETFs and layer one coins that, you know, have the ability to pump. So right now, you know, I think that's what everybody should just be focusing on. So, you know, a lot of these altcoins have this bullish pennant. The same thing that was on all these other altcoins, bullish pennant. Target 390. I went on the record many times that I think that this is where the top will be anywhere for XRP between 380 to 450. So, you know, you know, if you're rocking with some big money and you're looking for something safe as possible, we're looking at a 70% to anywhere between 100% return. So, not bad in my opinion. You know, and if you're just trying to take the least amount of risk possible, it's looking good. You know, we got this MACD looking like it's curling up on the 4 hour. That's definitely what we want to see. Even on the 3 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour looking good. 1 hour look like we're creeping up above the EMA as well. So this might be a good trade even right now. On the smaller time frames, look like we're rising up. So XRP could even be a good leverage trade right now. So maybe taking a trade at maybe 248.90 in an entry, keeping it maybe at 2 to 3% stop loss. Maybe a nice little scalp around 260, maybe 264. Arthur J, I'm giving it to you right now. That's for leverage. If you're looking for an actual like position spot wise, I recommend, you know, there's a little indicator that we use called order and breaker block. And it's, you know, probably, it says down here 230, but maybe start picking a position right here at 240 would be a good zone. What I always look for is these nice little V shapes. It's not a complete V, but we look for these little dips and then a bounce back up. So I'll probably try to stay somewhere in between maybe 245 and 240 DCA into XRP. Oh man, he said co-AI. No, man, that thing got beat up, bro. Well, the good thing is that it's inside the golden ratio, man. And dude, I made a call out on this area, right here. Boy, I got smashed hard, dude. Man, it looks bad. If we can stay above right here at 119, bro, I think we can come back. If we come back, maybe we can take this back up maybe to 7 to maybe even $12 and get out. That's a nice 800% return. Remember, guys, last time it did that, it did the exact same thing. Massive retracement down, almost 80%. And then it came back and did a nice 400% return. So don't fade co-AI. Still in the golden ratio, but I would wait for a nice break above. Maybe even if we come back up here to this area, take a small entry, throw a couple, maybe $100 at it, nothing big, and roll the dice and then see what happens, okay? All right, let's cover XLM real quick. XLM is looking, doesn't have any of those. Oh, There we go. We have that bullish pennant that's on pretty much all these altcoins. Target 54 cents. Looking nice, looking nice. That's about 88%. Honestly, guys, I've said this many times. I'd rather hold XLM than XRP because of the difference in market cap. Has a lot more potential to go to the upside, and it still pretty much has that same chart, you know, strength that XRP has. So, you know, it has, you know, ability to maybe pump a little bit more harder than, you know, than XRP. If we're going to be trying to get in, maybe we try to find an entry around 27.84 on this lower end of the rising wedge and see if we can get back in. We can take it back up to that 50 cents, get close as possible to a 2x. Sonic is not looking good. I can guarantee you that, bro. Let's see. All right, let's see what we got here. Sonic doesn't look too good right now, dude. Let me see. I gotta find a good chart for it. Alright, so we do have a rising wedge on the 45-minute time frame that will give us push back up to 16 cents. 30 minutes rising wedge, 10-minute rising wedge, 45-minute rising wedge, 1 hour rising wedge, 2 hour rising wedge. Nice. Has a lot of good bullish indicators in the short time frame and medium time frame. This could be a nice little swing trade, maybe, if we can get hopefully a good entry on it. Looks like it's already starting to happen. Maybe we can catch on a retest 1387. See if we can take it back up around maybe 15 to 16 cents. Gets a nice little 10% trade. Yeah, 15%. If you're using leverage, that would be a nice little 30-40%. So that's another one to keep on the radar, brother. Alrighty, guys. Well, I just wanted to hop on here real quick, guys. Set you guys up with some stuff. Wish you guys a happy Halloween. Guys, remember, I'm going to close the chat down once the video goes up. Hopefully maybe in a couple hours. Comment on, not this one right here, but comment what Discord family you're in. Need your server name. And then we will draw people tomorrow. If nobody participates, then I'll just start picking random people. And if, you know, we'll definitely try to, like I said, make this fun. And we'll go from there. Okay, so the goal is just to help, you know, get back to the community, celebrate, you know, us getting monetized here, and just to say thank you guys for always supporting plebs. Thank you guys for showing love, and you know, I just wanted to give back a little bit. Okay, y'all stay blessed. Remember, guys, if you guys do go out and party, make sure to drink responsibly, and you know, make sure you guys show up to work if you got jobs, and remember DCA. And we'll see you guys Sunday. Laters.